everybody. Just loading up what we're doing today. Hopefully. Yes, that's working. Hey everybody, welcome to the Domino House. Let me also hit record over here. And let me put my headphones on. All right. Turn up the side tone on my headphones. Welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully good. Turn that down just a hair. Yeah, I had the genius idea of trying to fix a solution that didn't need to be fixed. Actually, it kind of did need to be fixed. So I was trying to work on a video idea, and my audio for Premiere, the editor I use, wasn't like working well. But I tried to, I'm really uncomfortable in this chair. Hold on. Hold on. Let's make sure pants don't fall down. We don't want to be unfamily friendly here. There we go. I think. Yes, better. I think. Oh. So, yeah, so my non-linear editor, Premiere Pro, I was working on a video for the YouTube channel, and the audio just was not correct. Wasn't working, wasn't correct. So I took that as an opportunity to phase out a piece of equipment that I thought, it's not really equipment, a piece of software that I thought I could phase out, but no. Things just, you can't have nice things sometimes. So if the volume is a little spiky, let me know on the voice. I had to kind of last minute retailer it, and yeah. So how are you? Hope your week is going well. It's already Thursday. That's crazy. Weekend plans? Question mark? Who has them? If you're new to the channel, my name is Lux. I'm a family-friendly sports streamer, shooter streamer sometimes. We really need to get a shooter in the rotation again, but today we're just climbing ranked matches again. For those of you who joined us on Tuesday, you saw that we had a little bit of anxiety, which happens. And I just hung in there as long as I could, and then my body was just putting up a fight. Too much of a fight that I could overcome. So, but we are back. I just brushed my teeth, and I also took a vitamin. The vitamin tasted like toothpaste. I hate when that happens. Any kind of like good thing can be ruined by toothpaste. I will admit that. I'm gonna move this up just a hair. So yeah, we're gonna do some ranked match, and then see where we end up. As you can tell by the title, we are in the doghouse if we lose. If we have a losing record, I will subject myself to the Hallmark channel. And you know, Mrs. D loves the Hallmark channel. Mr. D, however, not my favorite. Almost all the shows, movies / shows, whatever you want to classify them as, they're all the same pretty much. Just change 5 things and it's the exact same story every single time. So it can get repetitive. There's like maybe 1 or 2 that I've been sucked into just because I wanted to see how things ended up. But she loves the Hallmark channel, and I'm willing to put my comfort and or my discomfort out there so that you can be entertained. So if we are ratioed, that is to say, if we have more losses than wins, I will subject myself to Hallmark Channel. I don't know for how long. I think 12 hours is a bit much. What did the Chinese do? Can we check on, is it against the Geneva Convention, Gary, to subject someone to that? He's checking. Gary's checking. Yeah, had some, in our little world, we had a good time with our friends last night. And went out. I need to adjust my chair. I still feel like I'm not quite high enough. Family friendly. I feel like I'm not quite high enough here. So yeah, we went out with a couple friends and enjoyed a night together. That was fun. The evening, I should say. Enjoyed the evening very much. There is there's a thing that happens when you get together with some people. It's their families. For us, it's a certain group of friends that when we get together, just time just flies, and you wish you had just 2 more hours. It's kind of like when you were a kid and your parents said, "Hey, no, it's bedtime," and you were like, "Well, no, 5 more minutes," right? Because you just wanted to keep on having fun. You didn't want the night to end. That's kind of what it was last night. But yeah, great time last night, and tomorrow Mrs. D and I are excited to become homeowners again. We have an appointment with the lending office at our local financial establishment to start that process. So, Lord willing, this summer you will see a transformation of the Domino House here. Yeah, other than that, we're doing okay. Other than that, we're just kind of hanging in there. Watson, somehow, you might see his fuzzy little booty walking into frame. Somehow he hurt himself. We're not sure. Mrs. D said she took him out one morning, and all of a sudden he was limping and whimpering. So that was 2 days ago, and he's just trying his little heart out. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to yawn in your face. He's just trying to be his normal self, his normal, cuddly self. But he's sometimes there's whimpers coming from I think what he did was like kind of injure his one of his joints, so his shoulder or his elbow. It doesn't hurt all the time, and he can walk on it. But there are some times where he just kind of tweaks it, I think, and a little aggravation. But yeah, Fuzzy Buddy's not. He's sleeping right now. But yeah, so those are the stakes. We're gonna play ranked and see how far we can get, see how many wins we can have, see how many losses we have, and at the end of the day, if I'm ratioed, then I will subject myself. I think I'll leave it up to Mrs. D, or I will leave it up to the poll. Let's do that. Let's do a poll at the end of the day, based on how many people are in here and all that good fun stuff. But we will do a poll trying to figure this out, because I think it's important that we have a good grasp on things, that we understand what's at stake here. So let's jump in. Let's enjoy the time that we have with each other. And yeah, I don't know what to expect at this point. So I think we have to change our outfit as well. I think we've done better before when we have not been pantsed. That's a weird way to put it, but boom. I think black shorts are the way to go. I might be wrong. I have been known to be wrong. Nice little 2K hat, little 2K flat bill. We enjoy the flat bill. I think I go houndstooth. I'm not entirely sure what... The houndstooth kind of goes with my belt as well. Then I have to find a... oh yeah, that's just Studley right there. I have to find a non-offensive solid color if I'm going to go houndstooth on top. Or go for dinner jacket. Either way. Either way, you could do that. That's fine. Dinner jacket. I have not unlocked many, like that black mock turtleneck is really the only black thing that I've unlocked so far. It has to be solid color though. We can't have clashing like that. I mean, I could go purple. I kind of want to go, let's do this yellow maybe? How about that blue? Nope, it has a pattern. Let's go white on black. I like that. Gladjo says, hey Lux, how are you doing today? I am blessed and highly favored. Gladjo, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome in. I like that. But just for posterity's sake, let's check the store. I haven't been on in a while, so I also might have to quick check the how you guys are doing, whether you guys are getting smoked with. Oh yeah, the Bryson DeChambeau special there. I think so. A black golf ball. Don't think I can pull off the mid-drift. I missed yesterday's Wednesday cavalcade of VC. Doing okay. Like your black on white. Yeah, I'm gonna call it the Oreo look, Gladjo, and we'll go from there. It's like, well, I mean, it's half Oreo, I guess. Tops, that's what we were looking for earlier. Black. And I kind of want that tighter fitting black look. I mean, it doesn't look like they have, ooh, nice little business shirt. I like that. Doesn't look like they have much. Oh, I'm so sorry, I don't mean to yawn. It still looks like they're pretty short-handed as far as the dare I do an undershirt there? As far as the offerings here. Oreo loves it. She's sound asleep. Oh yeah, your cat is named Oreo, correct? That was totally a coincidence. Was not expecting that. Those are owned. Golf Troy pants. Yes. So I think, I mean, I'm kind of shocked that they don't have more cosmetics in there right now. Maybe they're really waiting on the next update, but yeah, I think we got to get the Bryson flat bill, or the Bryson cap. And let's equip it just to see what happens. I like the pattern on top, but maybe the flat, or maybe the cap just looks better. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm a fan of that. It's almost like then we have to not have black on the bottom. If it's the only black thing we have, we might as well go like red or something, or pink. Let's do salmon. That's a good looking short right there. Because we don't have any like white hot pants. We've got black. We've got desert. Let's go somewhat salmony Argyle. I think that's a pretty stellar look right there. Nothing says I'm going to lose this wager that I have with my wife than pink salmon Argyles. All right, let's just check our Greenskeeper, grades of regulation, ranked matchmaking. I don't know why I'm yawning. I just had some B12, so I wager. Yes, Gladjo. So if I'm ratioed today, which means I have more losses than wins in ranked match, I will have to sit through the Hallmark channel for we'll do a poll later on to see how long it will be for, but that's what I'm fighting for. That's what I'm fighting for. 200 putts. I don't think I got that weekly quest last week either, which is kind of a bummer. Ooh, a little hockey stick. I like that. Clubhouse pass. Any official course. Any official course. I'm seeing any official course. Okay, sweet. So we've got some seasonal stuff as well that they've added, which is nice. That's nice. All right, let's warm up a little bit. I can't just go straight in. I think that was what I did yet. Was it 2 days ago? What day is it? I think that's what I did 2 days ago, and that's why I stunk up the joint. Let's be fair, Lux. That's not why you stunk up the joint. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to turn that up in my head here. Let me see how hot it is. Oh, I bet you. It's back to flat here. Let me see if that fixes it in my ears as well as in yours. I don't think you're hearing I don't think you're hearing anything except for my mic. You're not hearing any of the game audio, I don't think. Because I think I changed it in here. Audio. Gameplay effects, no commentary, no game music, ambiance. Video. I think. Let me fly back here real quick. That might be due to the fact that the individual app is not going there. Let's see, PGA Tour, output to game. Yes, I can hear it way hotter in my ears now. And so can you. You should be able to hear the game audio now. Take that down just a hair. Perfect. Alright, this should be good now. Yeah, I never want to, because golf can be very loud at times, there's a gentle way of checking whether or not you can hear, like you should be able to hear like birds right now, I think. And then the gigantic swing sound. from my powerful swing. Unfortunately, with I was telling you all earlier, I was troubleshooting my editing software kind of did some interesting things audio-wise, so I had to last minute kind of fix it last night, and of course that throws everything off. My gaming PC is over here, and then over there, and then my streaming PC is down there. So, of course, I was just so busy with my regular day-to-day operations that I ran out of time. The time that I really want to make sure things are tight and make sure things are a-okay, so that might lead to some spiky vocals or misconnected things like the game. But we should be good now. I can hear it crystal clear. All right. All right, getting into the groove here. I don't want to go into ranked with not having warmed up. In fact, upcoming on a YouTube video soon, I think. It's one of the tips on an upcoming YouTube video is it's so crucial to practice in the training facility before, even if it's just for casual matches or your career, just to get the feeling and the groove of your swing down. Timing, especially if you haven't played in a couple days. But so before every match, before every session, sometimes I forget to do it. I'm going to be honest. Just to make sure you're feeling connected to the controller, and what you're doing on the controller is actually what you're wanting to do. Like right there, that felt like a good swing, but I was able to figure out, okay, based on where I was, like that's a pull. So the things I work on in practice are dialing in each club with the shot that I need to hit. So that was almost a quad perfect. It was actually better than a quad perfect. I was able to get some extra distance. So on my swing path, though, I have been struggling with being too much to the left. So for something like that, to come into the training facility and have something to work on specifically each time you come in here before a match, just to make sure, okay, that's my muscle memory is growing again. It's in the right spot. It's in the right place. And I'm okay with a few degrees off, but it shouldn't be too much off that it's gonna throw your approach shots especially through for a loop once you get into a regular match. But yeah, repetition. This game, I have learned it is all about repetition, getting into the groove and what feels good, and then just doing that over and over, a lot like golf. IRL. So that's my hybrid. I'll go down to some irons. I think I suggest doing at least 10 shots per club. If you're really good with certain clubs, you can get away with just 5, but I think making sure you know your whole bag and how it feels that day, honestly, just like players do in real life. No, some people don't, but making sure you're warming up with every club, you're hitting your distances, making sure your contact's solid, or whatever you work through in a practice, you want that out of your head, and you just want maybe one swing thought, if anything, but Just dialing in each club in your bag. Super important. Also, being comfortable in your chair is important. So still pulling, like for me, I'm probably and will always have more of an issue with swing path, which is pulling it back towards you, than I do with, that was really off, than I do with contact, pushing it forward. And then, of course, when I get the swing path correct, everything else goes to poop. So that's 5 iron. Here's 8 iron. More of a scoring iron. And the good thing about the training facility is that you have different places to aim. I mean, it's a training facility for a reason. So you can practice your real-time, you know, pretend you're in the real game, the real match, and check your yardages, check your alignments. See how much the wind is going to be affecting it. The more prepared you are for the different scenarios that might come up. And the wind changes if you have wind on in the training facility. It changes. It'll calm down during a training session. So it's not always going to be that one constant speed. Miles per hour. Try your, you know, if you're like me and you use choked shots or different shot types, then cycle through those. Make sure your timing is right. Make sure you're feeling okay on that. And I've gone so often in between, you know, stiffening up my thumbstick tension and then making it more loose. So I'm really to the point where I whatever's working for me that day, I'll use that. Sometimes it's nice to feel that extra resistance. Sometimes it's really nice to be able to just move a lot within a small section of your, when you bottom out your controller, being able to move that little bit or a lot within that little section, it's helpful. I don't remember which, I think this is the pitching wedge one. Yeah. So aiming at your flags, aiming at your targets, especially if you're playing ranked, you want those approach shots to be on the money. So if real golfers hit the range or warm up before a match, then why wouldn't you? Or a tournament, I should say. It might feel weird because you're thinking, well, it's just a game, but this goes even back to like first-person shooters. Someone who's really trying to improve puts in a warm-up regimen of some kind just to get your, you know, that's a really good shot. If you're coming in from work or you haven't played in a little bit, to expect your muscle memory to just take over is kind of unfair to your body, because you're not a machine. He's more machine than man now. It's totally fine to cycle through some stuff and get the feeling again. Especially, I have noticed, especially with wedges and approach shots. So scoring irons, 7, 8, 9, wedges. Because that's what you're going to be. You want those to be darts all the time. Throwing darts. And so I'll come over here to this far pin. I know that I often will need to bring the swing under a little bit. That was horrible release. Pushed it up to the right or to the left. knowing that I have to, you know, play under a shot. Oh, look at that spin though. Play under a hole if I need to. Okay, what does that look like? Okay, I wanna, you know, this session I wanna play up a little bit, like I'm doing now, and then spin it back more. So what does that look like? How much spin can I expect from this shot if I'm right on, and all those things. Ooh, what happens when I shank it into the sand? But being able to do that and have time, you know, 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be super long, but being able to progress in such a way through your bag that you don't have to figure it out in your first match, right? You can go to the course with confidence. All right, I think we're ready. We're starting out, I think, single par still. We haven't really moved off of par. So if we can get, I mean, if we can get up to double birdie, maybe even single birdie, I think that'd be phenomenal. A great goal. But this is the equalizer. This is what separates the good players from the not so good players. The ability to play ranked at a high level. One of the first things I always tell people, especially if you want to get better at ranked, change your camera as soon as you can so that you can see your opponent. He's a lefty, so he's very, very similar lines to me. Okay, I know that he was lined up on the right-hand side. He might have just duffed that drive, but the wind, you know, you can see how much the wind is affecting their shots. You can see where they're aiming and how much the lie is going to affect it on future holes if you're in a similar condition that they are on this hole. So you can get a bunch of intel from just switching your camera to the behind the golfer camera. I was gonna say down the line. What's the other version of it? I don't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, you can always at least get an understanding of where your opponent's at as far as skill level. But you can get a ton of information. You know where they're aiming based on, you can see their whole, like right now, you can see his whole body shifting. Turn that up so I can see stuff. Take off your sunglasses. So you can see the pin, you can see where he's shifting. Okay, he hit a really good approach shot. Now granted, he wasted a shot to getting out of the pine straw, but so I know that I probably cannot let him up. Let up on him. I have to really keep an eye out. Oh boy. That was my fault. I messed up. I just gave that stroke away to him again. I should have done probably a flop there. Yeah, that was definitely not intentional on my part to mess up that spinner. Okay, so his duff into the his miss hit into the pine straw was not as crucial as me missing the approach shot. So seems like the wind didn't really take that. Oh yeah, there's no wind at all. So we've got a fade player versus a draw player. I mean, he hit it, what, 330? So he might not be very good with approaches, although that approach that he had was very, I think, pretty much right on line. We are going to play it a little bit ahead. and then try and draw it. So it's uphill by 2. There's no wind. So 100, and then just spin it. We're gonna just try and hold it in right as it gets to the pin. Hopefully just right, it just settles down right there. Like that. That's not bad. 10 feet maybe. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming today. We are playing ranked, and if we lose too much, it is the Hallmark channel for me. How'd your week go? Do you have any weekend plans? Let me know in the chat. Let me know how I can encourage you. Good, bad, or indifferent. I'd love to hear from you. We are playing G Miller in ranked. Great last name. Classic. Okay. So we know he has a tendency to miss putts to the right. I mean, who doesn't? But we're dead in the cup. Tink tink. And we got that back. Yeah, that little change of camera angle, it really does help. You can see from their perspective, okay, you know, do they know something on this course that I don't? You can get intel, and it's important to know who you're playing and perhaps be able to get a little bit of an advantage, little by little. I mean, you can't see the elevation, you can't see the wind, you can't see the lie, but you can at least get some sort of information based off their shots. So we have a little bit of a tailwind, but it's pretty much on line. So the tailwind might help us get there. I think too much to the right. Yeah, pulled it. Once again, that pull comes into play. If I can't dial that in, as I sit here twisting and dial, that would have been right on line. Everything else was great about that shot, so. But we have to remember also, that we're playing for the win. We're not trying to dominate our opponent every single hole. It's a war of attrition sometimes. So you have to play positionally, you have to play, if your opponent gives you a little bit of wiggle room, then play smart. You know, you don't have to go for it every single hole. I had a little bit more room there to blast it out. The pick has been great for me if I remember to push it out a little bit further past the hole. I have seen the splash, and that's a great flop. And just, okay, so just knowing that he has been playing the flop, he played the flop there, tells me that he kind of knows what he's doing. Yeah, no break on that. Wow. Okay. Kind of going back and forth with him. Yeah, I think a key is knowing when, you know, there's only a select few number of was that a voice crack there? What happened there? There's only a few select courses that we play in ranked, so off the tee, he gets in trouble. So I know that I have a green light here to potentially swing for the fences and get a little bit of an advantage again. But you wait for your opponent to make the mistake. If you're consistent, even if you're missing, if you're consistent with your misses, you can turn that into a positive. So he went from bunker to bunker. I don't want to go too far out. I mean, this is the shortest wedge I have. Even a choked wedge is not going to do me any favors, so I have to play a half wedge shot. It's down 15 feet. Or it's up 15 feet, pardon me, so up 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. A little bit of wind. Let's see if we can nail it close here. Spin back. Oh, it didn't spin. Those are always tough. I did not used to like doing half shots. I still don't really like them, but or 3/4 shots, because it's always a game of. See, I'm up a stroke. His is a pretty far putt, although super flop is not gonna give me much. As far as I still have to do like a half shot with that, so. That's what I don't. That's why so many people are using the flop and the super flop, because trying to get it close with anything else is tough, especially when you have fast greens, which a lot of the ranked courses have. I lucked out there that he couldn't, you know, nail that. So note to self: no chipping. Because even what you think might be an acceptable travel distance, it's typically always more. It's so hard to judge the chip and the pitch for that matter. Loves that fade. Can't blame him. Good looking shot. I think he's definitely a power player though. 360 off the tee with no help from the wind. That's insane. Up 2 feet, so it's really just playing exactly what it is. No wind with a choked approach. We can nail it. Nail it close. Pulled it a little bit. But that pull was not so bad that it was completely offline, so I've really been struggling with that though. I've tried to correct it, but let's see if I can dial it in today. Just a little bit at a time. That's a little bit over. Spin it. Nope. And that's where the idea of playing for the win instead of domination comes into play for scenarios like this, that your opponent is getting really aggressive. That's a great shot though. Your opponent's getting really aggressive, so now I know I have a little bit of a cushion if I don't make it, but I know that I kind of have to make it, right? Okay, play more break. Wow. Play more break than you think. Still all square. Couldn't capitalize. And I needed to capitalize on that. Downhill 2. So I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna try and let it roll a little bit more. Better on the backswing. Roll on up there. A little too much roll. I didn't remember. I should have remembered it was a 5-iron. Oh well. We're putting. It would be nice if he got it left. If he went left, too far left, or if he went short. Because the ball is on a little bit of a tabletop green, so it'll slope off. He didn't. Look at that shot. Pretty good. All right, left to right. And then more left to right. Cut. Cut. Nice, there we go. Put the pressure on him. Nice putt. He kind of looks like George Bryan, doesn't he? It's kind of weird. Did he have eyeglasses on? Let's check the next time he's on. All right, we're gonna play to the right here. I'm really glad, once again, I think I say it once every stream, I'm really glad that they added that ability to this version. For someone who does not shape the ball, yeah, he kind of does look like George Bryan. The hair in the back. I mean, George doesn't really wear sunglasses much, but... Okay. Let your opponent make the mistake. More often than not, your opponent will, whether it's like me, when I make my mistakes, it's in the approach shot. Some opponents you'll see are it's hard to get it off the tee for them. Okay, so 3 hybrid, rolling it up there. I'm gonna have to bring it back and then fly it up in the air more. Let's see if we can do this. This is dangerous. On the one time that I don't pull it, off to the left. On the one time that I don't pull it enough, I really needed there to hook more, but... Unless he sticks this close, the advantage is still on me, because he's behind on a stroke. He had to get out of trouble. But he's not as far away as I was, so he's got at least an approach iron into the hole, like that. But that's his 4th and this is my 3rd, so if I get it close, we're starting to play that game here. I don't want to get... I feel like a pick is still the better shot here. Yeah. Like we saw with him earlier, I have the 3 shots around the green side that you need to master are the pick, the flop, and the super flop. Almost every single player that I've played against since launch, once, maybe not right at launch, but pretty soon after launch, I think everybody figured out that those are the meta shots around the green. For a while, until they nerfed the spinner shot, it was the spinner from a certain distance, but... Alright, so 3, that's 3. It's a hybrid though, so it's gonna roll. Iron might be a little too underdone here. But if we can spin... 5 iron's gonna play... 5 iron's gonna play a little bit longer than other mid irons. So that was really good distance. I think that's been the takeaway from the matches that I have won, is that distance control is on. If I can just tame that pull, especially on approach shots. The reason why on greenside shot, that's a great shot. That is a great shot. So he puts the pressure on me again, I see. And we learned from two holes ago, more break than you think. Wow. Just that little bit extra. Tough. I'm not going to concede that to him. Yeah, he's got to earn it. The reason why the pick shot and the 2 flop shots are meta, especially right now, is not everybody knows how to play those because they're foreign. It's a weird shot type, so not everybody's searching for those kind of shot types. So most just amateur players are just chipping it and just dealing with the run out, or trying to like blast it out of the bunker. And when you have a rollout like that that's uncontrollable or dialable in, it's tougher to get the precision that you need. So I think that's why a lot of people keyed in on using the flop shots and the pick shots, just to manage your rollout, just to have a better understanding of, okay, I know that I need to stick this close to put the pressure back on him in the greenside areas. Then I know that I have those 3 shots in my bag, you know? I'm surprised for him to be as powerful as he is. He also has pretty good approach game, so up almost 3, but we have a headwind to knock that back a little bit. So we're gonna make it roll just a hair longer. I also know that if I make a mistake, I can aim here, and if I make a mistake, it's just gonna go towards the pin. If I stay right here at the pin trying to nail the pin, if I do one of my pulls, it's just gonna go to the right where it's gonna roll off where it's gonna roll off the green. So play kind of in the middle of where you expect it to go and where you want it to go. Stay right there. Knowing at the very worst, if this happens, where is it gonna go? Obviously, you want to trust where it's gonna go and trust, okay, if I put it here, then if everything's perfect, I don't want it to be so far off from your target, if that makes sense. So have a little bit of a margin of variance if you have a certain shot that you're not fully confidential in. He's taking his time, so I think he's measured pretty accurately here. All of a sudden it's to 18, and that's shocking to me. Good little shot there. Yeah. The chances of him missing it, very slim. Wow. Very interesting. Yeah, I feel like he did not win that one. I feel like I lost it. So, that's a big lose right there. Not starting out well. I probably got demoted there too. Let's see if I got demoted. I mean, he's just trying to climb up the ranks just like me, so. Okay. I'm probably gonna be doing that all day. Giving up a shot here, trying to take it back here. It's not starting out great, that's for sure. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Today, it is ranked or bust, just trying to climb the ranks. And as a penalty, if I get ratioed at the end of the day, losses to wins, I will have to sit through several hours of the Hallmark channel. I am not a fan of the Hallmark channel, but my lovely wife, Mrs. D, is. So it is indeed a punishment that, so far at least, did not help me get... He did the same thing. He did the exact same thing. Wow. It did not help me get past the my first opponent here, but we're thinking evergreen. We know what we did wrong earlier, and we know we can correct it. And I'm just playing exactly the same as he is here. Same shot. Knowing that we kind of just have to do our best to advance it down the line here. At least his stayed in the fairway. I think mine was even further back than... No, I advanced it a little bit further, but farther. This is a good test. See how close he can get it. Dead center of the fairway. I can't really tell where the pin is. Is it tucked? Or is it straight back? Like towards the grandstand. Oh, it's on the left? Yeah, okay. Closer to the TV tower. I did not see it there for a second. Okay, it is downhill, but we have a compromised lie. Actually, not really. So downhill by 3, so 113. Try and get it out here. Through the tree. Into the bunker. Almost exactly the same as what our fairway shot did. All right. We'll put some pressure on him here. Nope. Came out to the left still. Interesting. Dead center. Great job, sir. Okay. We've got a little bit of a test on our hands here. A little bit of a test on our hands. I can't remember if he fades it or draws it. No, he fades it because, yeah, because he went in the bunker on the first hole the natural way, just kind of, as opposed to the unnatural way. He's unnatural. Okay. I mean, he's got length for sure, so let's see, 19 at 6. Yeah, like right about there. It's 5 hybrid though. So let's take a little bit, let's shoot it up into the air a little bit more. We'll see if this is the right course of action here. No, took too much off of it. Put it up too much in the air. Good swing though. Sounded like a rocket coming off of there. Maybe it was the tempo that took it off. I think that was the line. I think it was the tempo that took it off that time. Great shot. Okay. I gotta buckle down here. That could have rolled out a little bit more. I really needed that to roll out further. Especially with that, knowing that I have to then make this. Okay. Still one up. Have the hole. No big deal. I get to get a little bit of intel from him. I'm surprised that held the fairway. Great job. Not like he can hear me. That one might not hold the fairway. Oh, I got a members bounce too. Let's go. And music just wants to quit. Awesome. Okay, wedge in. 5 up, so that's 2 more. I've got a little bit of a hill here to play it off of. Don't need the hill. Stay there, stay there. Nice. I need to get back to watching my player instead of the meter. For me, the timing of that works better. He hits a dart too. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Yeah, that tempo, that's going to come back to haunt me, I think. Because putting is the one thing that you want to be having a good tempo on. Yeah, last match I think I waited a little too long to be aggressive. Down 9 feet, so 3 yards. I do not want to bring that into play, though. So a full 5. A full 5 will be fine, I think. Needs to get up. I'm okay with that. Well, maybe maybe not the extra part of going off the deck there. Once again, I'm going to play for position. I'm going to let my opponent make the mistake here. I think that they added a little bit of roll to that flop and super flop. They did not used to roll like that. Okay. Yeah, that rhythm is really weird. I legit just went back and forward. I did not do my little half shot on that one, and yet it was 5% more power. That thing shot off the putter face. That's a good play right there. If you can keep, that's unfortunate. If you can keep it in that little grassy knoll, I think it's a great shot. We're gonna do it choked. Choked here. I don't want it to go as far as his did. I want it to release like that and potentially catch the hole, which we didn't do. But I'll tell you what, like I'm okay with that putt. Like compared to an awkward hilled bunker shot that might potentially roll off that front left if he doesn't get it far enough. Like that. Let your opponent make mistakes. I wonder if G. Miller from the first match was playing that way with me. He letting me make mistakes. So here comes another great tip for ranked matches, is let your opponent, give your opponent the opportunity to concede putts, that is. I gained enough clout with him to be able to, it was a tough putt and I had 2 chances. He knew that I was good enough to at least get it close on the first one and still win the hole. If you can trick your opponent into thinking that, awesome. I mean, it's all square. I've got a couple to go. I'm willing to sacrifice this a little bit. It's uphill. I'm going to go 3 wood and see what happens. No, didn't. Into the gallery. Notice that shot was like perfect, but it just was not the right hit there. So he can get close here, then advantage him. I feel like we're both in the same issue here. Side hill lie. It's gonna take it left to right. That needs to settle down. Yeah, coming out of that coming out of that concession, it proves the point that you use that to your advantage. If your opponent thinks that you're better than you are, there's nothing wrong with that. So use those concessions every time that you're in a match like this, especially ranked. Wait a little bit longer than you think, because you never know if your opponent thinks that you're going to be better than you really are. So it's plane 6. Nope, took too much off. Rats. I did not need that. I needed to win that one. It's all right. 17, 18? No, 16. So last 3. All right. Blessedly, I've played this course enough to know the last 3 and potentially have a advantage going into it, but yeah, I feel like that rhythm for whatever reason is off today. I don't know why. So 16, that's -5. A little bit of a headwind, but we have a hybrid, so I could have played that a little bit more to the right. Good distance, though. I just realized it was a downhill lie. Not a huge downhill lie, but enough to affect the shot like that. Yeah, I mean, similar. I got it technically closer, but similar outcome there. Good putt. Great putt. Puts the pressure on me, that's for sure. Nope. Yeah. I basically had to be now perfect. Win the next 2 holes and then win sudden death. A little bit of advantage here. No, mine did the same thing his did, just not with the length. Yeah. That little kind of bowl top green, tough to judge the distance. I mean, I have to be aggressive here. Oh. If that just clipped it, it would have been better than that. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is not looking good. This is not looking good for our ratio right now. Down 2. Okay. You know, yeah. You know what? Let's do. Let's go to the menu here, and let's respec our character a little bit. I have a feeling I took when I redid this. Now rhythm is pretty much on. Okay. I've got an old chart here. We're going to add everything in to rhythm. Tradition determines backswing to downswing forgiveness at the intended. So that's the ring, how well you can hit the ring, which I think it's fine. It was at, let's see, 70. It was at 80. Contact can be as high as we can. I think we had that at 90 as well. 48, swing path, 94. Let's actually take that down and then do 76 on correction, because maybe that will help if I'm naturally just trying to hit it just off center, then yeah, let's use that as a correction here. We're gonna put more on correction and try and get that angle more straight, and then that plays into what we're already naturally trying to do. I think that's a better play here. In fact, let's just do it more. 76 to 86. Let's do that. Shaping, we really don't care about. Recovery's better, for us at least. I feel like putt rhythm, for me, is tough to nail. So we'll do that. Let's see what. All right. I'm thinking, do we need to go into the golf bag and help some of that stuff along? Driver is what we need power from. We're doing that. We're doing fine with that. Right now, we've got power really in 3-wood. And then hybrid has a little bit of swing path as well. Contact, power. Let's change this. Let's do, instead of that third power, let's do 2 more corrections. So I'm going to take this off of contact here and do another correction. That way it kind of helps. The iron shots are what we're really, our approach shots are what we're really not hitting well. So if that's just going to help that correction to get a little bit more up and down, then that'll be helpful for that. Same with wedges. I think we can, like right now, shaping, I mean, we have 6 corrections, so we've got some to burn here. I think that is a good change. I've been pretty good on contact with my approach shots, but... And then for putter, so right now I have contact, and then putt path. Putt rhythm is higher. feel like if we do... Let's do all of them putt path, because that's what we've been kind of missing on. Although if that's contact, I don't want to necessarily take that off, because contact is the downswing push-pull forgiveness, so pushing it forward. Yeah, let's leave that the way it is. So it's, because for whatever reason, I have a little bit extra hard time trying to pull it back straight. And then, oh, that's always good. We ran out of ball tokens, or ball upgrades here. I mean, we have so much in flight, we kind of have to do that. I think that's the interesting piece, is the consumables this year. I think it's just a little... I mean, you get them, if you play career, you'll get a lot of them, you know? But if you're not playing career, then you don't get a lot of them. That's how that goes. All right, here we go. Who do we have? R.J. Kirky. I mean, he's got the mullet. He's got the 80s wraparounds. Let's see how good he is. We gotta get our first win. We have to get our first win. This has to be the turnaround for us. Nice little draw, sir. Doofus coming in. What's the downside of playing career? There's no downside. It's just, I mean, it's offline, so you're really just doing like quests and things. It is a great way, especially if you're a ranked player, it's a great way to progress your character without the penalty of getting downgraded in your ranks. So it's a great way to up your character, keep evolving your character. But once you're level 99 like we are, it's... Unless you have to do... like, so we'll do... I have to focus here. That's the bunker. We'll do career if there's like a skill challenge or an achievement that we're trying to get. We'll still do it there. 49, good to see you, by the way. Welcome in. I think the last shot that I did, it was a good example of I did not execute the way that I needed to, and technically I'm up a shot on him right now, but it's not as great as it may seem. Like, I can splash this out here, but I'm really concerned with hitting it thin, but I have plenty of room to run it. So nope. Yeah, that rhythm just took it off. Took off on it. I wonder if they changed that because too many people were I don't know. See, I have to do a short chip here. Just barely onto the green and let it run. Nope. This is really weird. I think in the last update, they changed, so you used to be able to pull your stick back only halfway and then push it forward. I think they changed that. I think they made it so you really have to pull it all the way down and push it all the way forward. There's no point in him putting this. I'll have to take a look at the. I'll have to take a look at the release notes. Adam and Kathleen Miller coming in. Hiya. So which one are you? Are you Adam or Kathleen? Welcome. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome to the Domino House. And is that a hiya or a hiya? Like karate style? Let me know in the chat. Hey, it's Kathleen today. Okay, great. Well, welcome on in, Kathleen. Good to see you. How's your day going so far? Yeah, it is weird. The last couple of rounds, I've seen it as in... We saw it in putting earlier, where it shot way past the hole. So I think, unfortunately, my little hack of going halfway back is no longer viable. I think that's a reality here. Just hey. I didn't know if you were like a karate master or something. We're gonna play it down and we're gonna play a little bit to the left just in case. No. That would have been great if I'm to the point now where I'm not trusting myself, so great, just got done with my work week. Awesome. Great shot. He put the pressure on me, that's for sure. Like, even right there, that was pretty even back to forward, and it shot off the end of my putter. This is weird. We even put almost all of that into rhythm to help kind of help it the other way. Did he just ace that? Oh man. What a shot. What a shot. We're down 2. This isn't gonna go well here. Yeah, I mean, his kind of carried a little bit. Let's try and carry it with the wind then. Let's go 6 iron. And see if it carries the wind. It would have been great if it was online. Kind of the thought of the day here. Wow. I probably do need to just spend some time in career, get my shot back, and then come back to ranked. Blessedly, he pushed it offline too, so it's a little bit, it makes me feel a little bit better. Just not a whole lot, though. Yeah, I'm always looking for an advantage to help me finesse shots more than other people. And it seems like so many times they either get patched or I don't know. I don't know what they do. But it seems like and maybe just because I'm not playing as often as I need to. You know, offline I need to play more. Off stream, I should say. To just build that consistency in. Kathleen, you were watching the stream, were you, of the trackball? Yeah, the trackball did throw me off a little bit, but... Alright, so I've got a choked approach here. This should be fine. Good distance there. barely curved that one in on the right-hand side. I don't think it's enough. I've got, what, 4? No, I've got a few holes. I can come back. But I need to start playing better than him. Because right now he's just, you know, hole 10 and 11, he was better than me, and then the last 2 holes we've been even, so. Yeah, it is interesting to see the rhythm all of a sudden just shoot off there. It is, I guess, good to see if that was a bug fix, or if they kind of made it a little bit more realistic than in a recent update. It makes sense then. See, there it wasn't bad. My shot was bad, however. Well, a few steps forward, a few steps back. Yeah, Kathleen, you mentioned the trackball. I mean, and that video is coming out this week, Lord willing. Hope I can finish it tomorrow and then post it. Great shot. It was strange enough that I think it really did mess with me a little bit. I don't know. Let's see how much run we have here. Yeah, not enough run. It just took that hill. Took that hill too much. Curve back. Man. I think he just won it. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No, I've got a few more. I got 2 more. It's not looking good, though. I have to start winning right now. It looks like I'll be watching some Hallmark. Unless the second half of the stream goes way better than the first. or I get demoted enough that it kicks me to the worst players, you know. I've been okay off the tee. I haven't really noticed a penalty there for my rhythm. He's been as good as I can be when I'm on and everything's cooking, so it's good to know that I'm in familiar territory here. All right, 8, which is 2 more. So we're gonna have, let's do a choked approach, a little bit left to right with the wind here. And the downhill lie. I think the choke took too much off that. That was great. It felt good though, coming off the face, so maybe it'll be an epic comeback. Maybe I'll have, yeah, Kathleen says Hallmark? Kathleen, our challenge today is if we get ratioed in these ranked matches, losses to wins, that is, more losses than wins, I have to sit and watch the Hallmark channel with my lovely wife, Mrs. D. I figured that might be enough motivation to change some things around, but so far it's not. Getting the whole please. Good distance there. Or distance, as we say around here. 0-3 start, man. That's a little bit of a deficit. I'm dormy this hole, so I have to win every single hole going forward. Or else I am out. And he has to lose every single hole. Great shot. Yeah. Okay. So I have to, basically I have to hole out here, which is close to impossible. Let's see, 9-iron. I mean, the choked shot is probably okay. Nope. Ratzenheimers. I think we're gonna take a quick break, and lucky girl if you lose. Yeah, I mean she might be you know, on the back end of the code in this game, doing some funky things and just making me lose. But I don't know if she has that power or not. So we might have to go back to the drawing board here and just play a little bit. We'll take a break, and then we will go to the practice facility and just dial stuff in. I think that's what's needed. I think we need a little bit of a practice session here. That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna come back, take a little break, get up, stretch, you know, do whatever you need to, and we'll come back and we need to dial this in, or else I'll be watching the knight who broke the armor, the knight whose girl broke the whatever. I'll be doomed if we don't figure this out. All right. Welcome back. Had to, I had to take my sweater off. I think that's part of the problem. I think, you know, if we start winning now, I'm blaming the sweater. I really am. Welcome back to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Today we are in a pickle, is what we are. Help, help, I'm in a pickle. What a great place to be stuck in. We're playing ranked matches, and if we get ratioed today, if we have more losses than wins, I will subject myself to the Hallmark channel. Mrs. D, my lovely wife, loves the Hallmark channel. It's not that I don't like it. I just find the writing a bit, shall we say, repetitive? So it's a bit of a penalty for me. So far we are, hold on, let me just write something down as a reminder. Mr. Watson, you saw his face pop in here as well. We're not doing well. We're 0-3. We've played 3 times, and we have lost every single time. We're bound to get something here. Anything. Let's just practice a little bit, and then we'll see what we can do here. I'm glad you're here. I also have been, I found some snacks. So maybe that was it. My snack of choice is edamame beans. So Mrs. D and I are doing a fast for Lent of only fruits and vegetables, as much as we can. So only fruits and veg, and legumes technically are close enough to a veg that we started allowing legumes. So we have edamame beans, bean pods. We have edamame, and the great thing about our grocery store is they carry the wasabi flavor, which isn't real wasabi, it's just horseradish. So I got horseradish flavored edamame beans. I also got the ranch, which is not as good as the ranch, or not as good as the wasabi. Okay. And here's the thing, I don't necessarily like hot things. I like just a little bit of kick, you know? And that's what horseradish gives me. So I'm a fan of horseradish. My father once told me, and this was shocking to me, my father once told me that my grandmother, saintly woman, very meek, so didn't, wasn't, imposing, she was smaller, meek, humble. She loved horseradish, apparently, which that shocked me. Absolutely shocked me. So I went back to doing my half and then push to see if off the tee, approach shots, and then putting, it actually does matter. Or if it was just this random fluke that all of a sudden started happening when I would putt. Like that one was a little bit closer to the dot on the other side now. Marker, is it marker on the bottom? And here's the other thing I'm doing, which I don't normally do. I'm watching the meter a lot. So maybe if I watch the meter less. But driving was not our issue. It was our approach shots. That was the first quad perfect in I think today. It was a perfect swing. 2 more of those. I mean, close. Maybe I'm not paying attention enough? I don't know. All right, so let's start doing iron shots. Starting with a 3-iron or a hybrid. Although I did have that weird, let's go back to a 3-wood. I did have that weird 3-wood kind of go errant on me the last match. So let's make sure I'm dialed in there as well. Hey, Mrs. D. A little bit of a push there.
So when do I get to cash in my Hallmark?
What's that?
When do I get to cash in my Hallmark?
So you were watching the stream too, huh?
Yep.
Oh boy, you were lurking. Because there was a Kathleen Miller that said the same thing.
No, I think I heard her say that she said that's for lucky.
Yeah, she said, "Lucky girl if I lose." Mrs. D is really waiting on waiting to see when she can cash in the Hallmark. Oh boy, that's way off. Dial that in a little bit more. There's a part of me that really wants this halfway back thing to work. But if it's not, like if it's too, if it gets thrown off too much, then what's the point, you know? But pretty much like 85% of these have been on, so landing in this little spot here. I mean, only a couple of them have been really, really, really bad. I went away from using the full swing mechanic because it got to the point where I had a tighter, that was when I was using my tighter stick tension. Quite a little quad perfect there. That was when I was using the tighter stick tension. And then after 2 or 3 rounds, the stick tension would just feel loose, and I'd try and like retighten it to no avail. But all right, let's dial in some irons here. 5-iron hole, probably like right there. I think I lucked out. Hey, another quad perfect. I think I lucked out there with that first shot. It did not feel good, but same with that one. Like that went the right distance. Everything kind of just aligned to be good. You know the other thing? I also know that I did change my thumbstick. Like two weeks ago, was it? As I start rolling further and further away. So let me see here if I have the less than short. And I know that there's somewhere someone saying normal people don't have these problems because they don't have to change their swing sticks, you know? If that's any indication right there, little quad, perfect. I mean, the difference of 3 centimeters might be enough to trick my brain into getting my act together here. I mean, they've all been online, but they have to be in ranked. You have to be on, you know? Pushed it just a hair, but once again, totally acceptable here. A little bit of a push. The other 3 were great. Good timing. Okay, I think the thumbstick did a lot. Let's go to more of a scoring iron here. You can tell that I just really don't want to do the Hallmark channel. I'm trying to get more dialed in so I can win 3 and then get back to square here. I don't think I've ever won... Ooh, with water. I don't think I've ever won 4 straight ranked matches. Yeah, that got pushed way off. That was weird. I am also trying to get back to watching my avatar because I feel like with rhythm, it matters. And maybe that's just me, but... That was what I was doing, you know, at the top of the backswing. All throughout the demo. I was feeling that, you know, that looking at the top of the backswing, and then that was when I knew that my rhythm was on. So I'm gonna force myself to do that. I mean, that was exactly the same shot as before. Okay. Here's the thing. How about wedges? The thing is, almost hit the yardage sign. That's gotta be worth something, right? So the last 2 were still pushes. So with wedges, at least, it's a little bit more straight. So maybe I do with my irons what I did with my wedges for the, oh yeah. I need to do that for my wedges, or my irons that I did for my wedges with the, because the last 2 have been perfect. With my abilities, or with my fittings. Little quad there. Almost hit the pin. Okay. I am confident to at least try this again. And copy the fittings that I used on my wedges. Copy those over to my my irons. So that they react the same way. Doesn't matter if you hit it a mile if you can't hit online every time. So I have power, 2 correction. I have 2 correction there though. On my irons I have 2 correction. So let me take this swing path. Oh man, what do I do? Let's take this contact away. Let's make that a last correction. So I've got swing path, power, and then correction. I think that'll be enough. Okay, we're still sticking with the pink Argyles, I think. Okay, let's get back into ranked. Let's see how we do. The good thing is we don't have anywhere to go but up. That's the good thing. Monet. Monet. He spelled Monet wrong if it's Monet, but. Alright. I can feel it. A win is coming. I believe it. I feel it in my bones. Okay. Good luck, everybody. Lux, you don't believe in luck. Darn right I don't. I believe in skill. Ooh. I believe in tree coverage as well. Couple practice swings. Get that draw in line. Perfect. Look at that roll. 277 though. Not a huge. Oh, no, it might have been his 3-wood. Great 3-wood if it's your 3-wood. 5 hybrid. I think 5 iron is the play here. It'll roll out enough. It'll roll out enough. Oh no, no it won't. The tall stuff ate it up, man. We shall call him Dude. Good approach, little rollout. I think I need to play the super flop here. Not as close as I would have expected. Not as close as I would have expected. Right side. Rough. He had that to win the hole. Let's see if we can at least make a decent showing here on putting. Nope. Yep. I know putting's the one thing that everybody says that they need to do better, especially in real life. But on here, the guys that I know that read the greens well, man, they do really well in ranked for whatever reason. Well, I know the reason, because they read the greens well, Lux. All right, down 3. With a little bit of tailwind chasing it down here. So we're gonna choke it. Come on back now. Come on back, son. I mean, I've heard of members bounce. Berto, Tink, that was so odd. Roberto, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. It's been a long time. I mean, that's just a great shot. There's no way I can come back, like... Even if I hold this with a spinner, which I can't do from there. Berto says, good man, how are you doing? I'm doing well, man. On today's challenge is going a little bit tough, but we were needing to do better than we are currently in ranked matches, or else I'd have to watch the Hallmark channel with Mrs. D. I'm not doing well, Berto. I'm down 2-0. I'm down 2-0 in this match. And I'm down 0-3 in the matches so far. So, not doing well. How was your week, though? Do you have any big weekend plans? It's starting to look nice outside. I did get to the actual golf range a couple days ago, just to see where I was at from the winter time. So that was good. Okay, definitely driver. Right through the fairway. It was a pretty calm week. How was your week going so far? Had some, I'm gonna be honest, Roberto, had some anxiety yesterday. For those watching the stream on Tuesday, had some anxiety on Tuesday, so it's been hit and miss, but I'm glad I'm here now, and I'm glad everybody's here now, enjoying the stream. I'm doing all right with not doing all right with my swing here, though. That's a good way to ruin your week, but yeah, we went out with some friends last night, had some good time, and yeah. You know, it just stunk that I had anxiety it's not being in public places that does it for me, that triggers me. I was having a bad kind of things not lining up yesterday the way that I thought they were going to with a project here at the house, and it just turned out that we were with our friends after that, so my anxiety started before I even saw them, and I gotta be wow. I just don't know what to do here. Just do not know what to do here. Everything is just feeling like an unfolded lawn chair. That's why we do not concede many putts. I lucked out there. Big time. Still only down by 1, because I can come back easily. Come on, Lux, you need to be positive. I am positive that I need to win here. Down the middle. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out this guy's first the first part of his name here. Monet Dude? Monet Dude? Well, that was serendipitous for sure. That could have gone off to the left, out of the fairway like the first hole. I think playing off stream will help a little bit. I need to just have that regimen of playing every day off stream, at least a little bit, just so the muscle memory doesn't go away as much, you know? Like Tuesday, I had an anxiety attack to thank for my poopy play, but right now I don't have anything. Transitions over the top, like, man. But it's all about grit and determination, you know? That's some things I've been learning in life, that some things you just need to be... You need to be gritty, you know? You need to form some grit. I don't have that in my life. On very few things I do. I'm willing to push through the hardness of it, the difficulty of it. Find something on the other side, you know? And what's on the other side of this is I'm down 2 now, with 5 to go. Starting to the walls are starting to close. At least it'll make for good TikTok content, you know, while watching a Hallmark being tortured by the Hallmark channel. Like I said earlier, I don't hate the Hallmark channel. I think the writing, the acting is horrible. I'll put that out there. The writing is just a little sus, it could be better. That felt okay. It just needs to come off the hill that's not existent. Okay, downhill. 23 would be 10. 21. Let's just put it like 20 maybe. Left to right and then right to left. Like Oh. Who wants to play Words with Friends? Let's Man. Okay. Well, now the mountain is even taller. He's playing great. He's doing really well. Monet Dude. I'd like to say that I'm doing just as well, but that would be a lie. Obviously, the score doesn't tell everything, you know. Great little draw in there. Where's the pin? Oh, yeah. Dialed. He is dialed. We can be dialed too. Come on now. We can be dialed too, though. Come on now. Once again, that rhythm, that little bit of rhythm, kind of messed with it a little bit. Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't think he'll miss that one. Okay, well, there goes another one. I mean, I deserve a demotion at this point. We'll see if I get one. Losing 4 straight, just... And once again, not because the other people are really good, it's because I'm terrible right now. No demotion. Wow. Gary, can we get the trackball in here? Can we? I mean, we can't just... If I lose 5 straight, I'm gonna find another game to play. Oh, yes, we have Yi Troy Jenkins. A tall bloke who has got some pretty snazzy colored... snazzy colored sneakers. Okay. That's interesting. I clubbed down twice and still was not enough. I rocketed it over the flag. He, however, did a pretty good job. Yeah, it's tough to know what to do here. I mean, as good as it can go from there, right? There's no way I'm making that anytime, if not, especially when I'm doing this poorly. You know what? I'll take that concession, and I will give you a concession. He hit it too quickly. Okay, I'll square. That's fine. I'm not really high with confidence right now. Especially who's someone who has grinded this game enough to have a candy cane putter. Which I don't even know where that is in the game. Like... It has to be a Superstore special here. Okay, uphill by a couple. Do we have any other options? Spinner, no. Pitch, no. So it has to be a half approach shot here. Yeah. Downhill. That way. I mean, not completely bad, but... Okay, we're just not thinking about it. We're just kind of taking it back to where we once were. I definitely think driver, but I think I'm gonna stinger it here to try and just get it to run up there and stop at the front of the green like that. Come on, oh, a little bit more. He went full driver. He might have choked down on it. If he aced that, I'd be so mad. 49 says, but you consider you're the best guy playing without leggings. This is true. Silver lining there, 49. Thank you for that. A little bit further. I mean, it's not like there's... it's not like I'm without a lack of levels. Like I'm the highest level you can go. Thank you. So it is literally a skill issue for me. I'm not locked in. I'm not doing the right things. So I can't blame the game. I can only blame myself. It's like that line in Sandlot after they've tried to retrieve the ball from the beast. Is it Timmy or Tommy? I don't remember which one, but one of the twins says, "We've been going out this all wrong. I blame myself." Hey, Mrs. D. Hi. Just try and get back to where I once belonged.
Get back.
Get back.
Get back.
Get back.
Get back to where you are.
So the key with not getting DMCA striked on Twitch in your VODs is just sing the song so poorly that it could not be considered on key. I mean, he's as close to being dialed in as you can, like, he's pretty close to being dialed in. 50-degree spinner. It's uphill. No. Let's do, when in the funk, maybe go back to basics. And that's 49, that's what I've been kind of trying. And even then, it's not really have been great. So we're gonna go 100% shot. Then just play it back in our stance here. See if it bites enough. Yeah, I mean, that stopped where it was supposed to go. But I needed to roll a little bit further. Okay. Is that the comeback? That put pressure on him for sure. He's got to nail this one. Just will not relent. Yeah, I have 49. It's funny you mentioned that. I have now tightened my thumbstick and just gone back to full swings, and trying to time it that way. But I was doing that last match too, and it was not going well. He needs to make a mistake, that's for sure. We'll just keep on going back and forth. You know, the choke's not going to help us. A pitching wedge spinner is not going to help, nor is a pitching wedge pitch. So it has to be a little 3/4 shot. 17 is 5, so that's that. But it's 3 down with the wind helping. Okay, that was quad perfect too. That was a really good shot by us. So now that the wasabi is coursing through my veins. I think that's what it was, Mrs. D. Of course, he just nails that putt like it's just Sunday breakfast for him. Yeah, I think it was the wasabi, Mrs. D. Yeah. I put a little bit in my nose, and I think we're ready to go here. Come on back now. I mean, I think he's playing technician too, because he's not really long off the tee, so it's not like I'm facing a power player that I'm not, you know, that he has an advantage that way. I think we're pretty evenly matched, obviously, since it's all, you know, we're all square through 5. So the key after this match will be to match up really quickly after that and try and get Ichiro again. Although I will say, some of our other opponents, oh, it's just a really nicely put shot. Some of our other opponents have been worse. And we just were not good to capitalize on that. Clearly, ratio. That's 10. That's 11. So it'll be 174. And 74 is right there-ish. No wind to speak of. Nope, bunker. Oh, it glanced over the bunker, but... Okay. I will play the super flop and just play position here. Ran a little bit on that. I think I have to start taking that in consideration when I do that flop. A rare miss. Okay. I've been given a gift. I like his choice of stubble. If I had anything to compliment him on, it's his stubble choice. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Today we are trying our hardest to do well in ranked matches so that my lovely wife, Mrs. D, cannot sit me down in front of the Hallmark channel and just, I need to win. So if I have more losses than wins today in ranked matches, I will have to suffer, quote unquote, through the some Hallmark channel watching. Now the good thing is it will be good content for TikTok. I already have an idea if this continues. This dry spell continues. We're 0 for 4 right now. So there are good chances that we're not coming back, especially after shots like that. He just aced the hole. Sit back. Sit down. It's not looking good for us. But you know what? We're just gonna keep on trying here and... Whoa. That was weird. Yeah, we're just gonna keep on trying here. That's all you can do, really. Came out like a hot potato here. Okay. He goes 1 up. 1 up with 2 to go. Hallmark, you have to watch and not fall asleep. 49, you know, it's... I think you might have found the hack of how I can get through that, you know? Here's the thing, and I've said it probably too many times during the stream. It's not that I don't like some of the offerings on the Hallmark channel. I think that some of the writing, a lot of the writing, if not almost all of it, is just, it's the same movie. It's, you know, just change the characters in the town and you got it. In fact, there's a really funny comedian, Steve Mulligan, that he has a bit of, I think I've cracked the code of Hallmark movies, and he has like a little rotator of change the occupation of the characters, change the name of the characters and the city, and you'll get any one of these potential Hallmark movies, and it's really funny. I found it funny. All right, 5 down. That's enough. It'll sit there if I hit it well. Got a curve though. Good distance, just not. Not on the right line. Ooh, a little tie spinner. That worked out for him really well. I can win it here. Left to right, and then a right to left. Needs to cut. Didn't cut. Still looking for it to cut. Not cutting. Reminds me of the Christian fiction book genre. Same story, names and covers were changed though. Yeah, like Amish romance novels. Very similar concept. I mean, if we go 0 for 5, I don't know what to do. Like, there's no way I can just continue in this monotony of getting excited, but then not, you know, thinking that I can win, because then I have even more of an uphill battle. So I'm do I accept defeat? You know, I don't know. And this is not a Churchill moment here. This is not a we shall never give up, never surrender. All right, we're uphill 6 yards, but the hybrid is going to roll it there, I think. The hybrid is not going to roll it there. I have to then hole this out. Because I'm down 1. Croquet mallets instead of clubs? I mean, yes. Concede and move on. I think I am. Especially since he almost dunked it. Alright, to win the hole and to even survive. Nope. Not enough turn. I mean, my meter was as straight as can be. I mean, just waiting. Um. I mean, we've gone 0 and 5. Yeah.
Hon,
That was number 5, Mrs. D.
you ain't coming back, are you?
I mean, I have an hour and a half left of stream. I guess the... I guess it's Hallmark for me. I don't know. I accept defeat, but I am gonna go down swinging, I guess.
What level are you coming on?
Same level as I always do. My swing is just...
Off today.
yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, me too. Alright, the hat's backwards. That usually means it's time to get serious here. I mean, I feel like I have I have to risk it here. I'm okay with that. I was expecting to catch that front side of the green and have it roll up, but... Is he AFK? What's going on? He's just taking that much time with his shot? Well, I mean, he was certainly a good shot. I mean, if he makes this putt, there's, like... I mean, on the putting, I'm doing what I normally have been doing, and it's just not... I mean, I'll play for position here, I guess. so I can have like a full wedge in. So, talking through it, 15 is 5 yards. That'd be 88. A little bit of a side wind and a side hill lie. That's probably the best shot we've had all day. And perfect. I mean, we're at the point in the day where everybody's off of work. You know, all the decent players are hitting the ranks, so I
Honey, you're a decent player.
should not be surprised by this. Thank you for
You're
saying.
one of the decent players.
Thank you for saying that, Mrs. D. Decent players don't go 0-5. I mean, he certainly is taking his time with all the shots. So I mean, the thing is, you can take your time and then completely biff the swing and like, so 60 would be 20. So let's start there, 20 yards. 79, 50, yeah, so 59. 57. Rolled it closer. But he's not... Chances of him missing this, he's been on every single putt, so... Alright. Mrs. D, what's you cooking?
Some veggies and rice.
Okay. Veggies and rice, y'all, for dinner. All right, we're showing signs of life here. We at least got one hole there. Down 27. I think I have to attack here. At least get in somewhat decent position further down and see if we can at least... I don't know. I mean, the good thing is to remember that most of these people are not streaming at the same time, so having to form thoughts while they just lose their shirts. He has a little bit of a disadvantage, but not much. He's got a clearer line to the pin, but he is methodical, that's for sure. Good shot. slight disadvantage here for us. But we do have a flop that we can kind of dial in here. Almost hold out a flop. That's a bright side as well. He's missing his putts that he normally would have holed earlier. That's a bright side. Cautiously optimistic. I mean, winning 5 in the next hour and a half is probably not going to happen, but you never know. It can, like we said, it can only go up from here. 5 hybrid choked can get us there, but we'll have to play it a little bit further into the wind here. Nope. I played too much wind. I wanted it to kind of balloon up there and stop, but those shots are so difficult to gauge how much you can put it up in the air, you know. We need him to hit it like we did, and he kind of pushed it to the left. Yeah, bunker. Okay. A little bit of a reprieve here. Reprieve? I don't know if that's the right word you're thinking of, Lux. All right, here we go. He's got a worse... He's got more of a lip to get over than I do. That I did. He's got probably just as much run out space. And he did not pick a pick. He definitely went with a blast and it ran on him. So this might be the... This might be the advantage we were looking for. He might concede here, which would be nice. I don't have to hit this little serpentine here. Nope, too much. But once again, we're not playing. It's a it's a war of attrition at this point. I'm not playing him to dominate. Just little bits here and there making the difference. Up 34. So that's just past 11. That's 48. It's about choked plus a little bit more. My controller stopped working there for a second. That was weird. Maybe that's been the the oh, that's why my phone's in the way. Maybe that'll be the deciding factor here, is whether or not my controller can fluke its way into victory here. I thought it was just an aberration at first when it happened a couple minutes ago, but still solid shot by him. You know, he's just not converting enough, and we've been able to take advantage of that, but good speed. Oh, right speed though. All right, left to right, right to left here. More at the end, so play it more at the end here. Rats. He's got a little bit to go here. I'm not going to concede. Halved it. 3 to go. This would probably be a more exciting match if he didn't take like 60 hours to start his shot. Can we get a shot clock on him real quick? Stay there, stay there, stay there. All right, first cut. You know, he does have an advantage now where, you know, seeing how much rollout that left side has, he's going to try and stick to the right side. Maybe not. It's looking like he's hitting exactly where I did. Well, his didn't roll out as much. He's also further back by 10 yards or so. Par 5, you can get there in 2, but also you're in trouble. You have a pond on your left, bunker on the right. You kind of have to play it short. At least I do. I think I have to play it short and expect him to go for it because he needs to make up ground. I mean, he just hit the shot that he needed to hit, that's for sure. Oh, no bunker on the right-hand side. 5 hybrid. 3 hybrid's too much, but it is a little bit uphill. So we're gonna do one of those lifted shots, lift it up in the air and let the wind kind of take it. Curl on back ball. No, not enough roll. Okay, I'm away. I mean, he's got a 16-footer, but it's no cakewalk, you know, no picnic. And I just didn't hit it hard enough. A little right to lefter probably, but it's uphill. He's got the benefit of hitting into the hill. Great putt. Okay, all square. And as we wait, 3 hours later, he's ready to hit his shot. We were so optimistic going into today as well. I thought that was going to come off the hill more. That might have been a mistake on my part. We have to play the left to right coming off of the hill. That might be negated by the wind. Yeah, it kind of was. Probably the best you can do from there. I mean, that's treeing your way. side hill lie and playing it smart, playing it positionally. This flop could roll on him though, if he's not careful. Yeah, rolled out a little too much, I think. I might be able to get this one here. He'd really put the pressure on. If he makes this, then the pressure's on, but a little wiggle room here. A little bit of right to left, but not much. See, there the power comes into play again. The rhythm threw off the power. One up with one to go. He just quit. Nope, still in there. Okay, let's see if we can finish it off here. Into the corona that is the sun. It is interesting, the further you go down, the more that you inevitably end up finding people that are the same skill level as you. So the thing with ranked is you have to become better, because you're not going to continue to climb and face people who are worse than you. That only happens on the way down. I'm surprised we haven't been downgraded so far. Losing 5 in a row. Once again, Mr. Hourglass here, waiting for the sands of time. Slowly burn through. A little too much. Great line, though. Let's learn from that. Choked approach. It's uphill, though. Here's the thing. The thing is, it's uphill by 6. So that's 32. It leaves it right there. Curl on in there, buddy. Mine was only moderately, just a little bit better. He's got to, I mean, if he wants to put the pressure on and take us to sudden death, then he has to hold us out. But the chip is so risky here. Like, you're going to put nothing on it, and it's just going to fly. Okay, Lux, you have 2 minutes to hold this. Take your time. A little bit left to right. Okay, closest to the pin. Sudden death. I think the play is... No, 5 iron's not going to get there. So the play is hybrid and choking it, I think. That might be okay, because you can be closest to the pin and still be in the rough, which is a really weird... any other time that it's closest to the pin, like in real life, you have to be on the green at least for it to count. If he knocks it close, though. So I think I have him in closest to the pin. So if we... If we have the hole, then I have it, but... I'm going to play for position here. Put the pressure on him to try and make it to win it. And if it's close, then we just tie. And I get it. So this is where it comes into play if you're trying to... Not trying to dominate your opponent, but playing for the win. Be strategic about it. I didn't have to go for the hole there. Didn't need to. He has a long enough putt that... And especially since he's been kind of shaky the last couple putts, he needs to make it to win. And on that bombshell, it's time to end. Thank you so much for joining us today at the Domino House. It's a bittersweet day. I'll be looking forward to some sort of Christmas. I'm sure there are still some Christmas Hallmark shows on.
Christmas?
I appreciate all of you. Have a wonderful night.